guys, my name is Maria and I never thought I'd be filming this kind of a video again. Where do I start? So ever since my last Salon horror story time, I promised myself I wouldn't go to the salon anymore. And well, if you didn't watch that video, you can go ahead and watch it. Just letting you know, I am allergic to bleach now. Yes, you heard that right. I'm allergic to bleach. And the reason I became allergic to bleach was because the stylist that did my hair in that video, in the Salon horror story time, she used 40 volume on my hair with the bleach, and that somehow just activated an allergic response to bleach for me. And obviously at first I thought maybe it was just because the developer was so strong, maybe it was like a 20 volume, it wouldn't happen. So I did get my roots touched up with 20 volume, and guess what happened? I had these major breakouts all over my body, my legs, my arms, and that's with taking anti-allergic medication. And I had to take another pill and it went away with the second pill, which you're not supposed to take 2 pills, but I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out at that point. And well, I realized when I talked to a different hairstylist that I'm allergic to bleach, because I thought I was allergic to bleach, but I wanted to make sure just because I didn't want to say I was, and you know, hairstylists be like, no, you're fine. So I actually talked to a hairstylist specifically about this issue, all the symptoms I was getting, and I showed her pictures and everything, and she said that because I had this, even with 20 volume, I'm basically allergic to bleach now. So if I have bleach put on my scalp, that's when I develop the reaction, not if it's like on the length of my hair, you know? So obviously I was super pissed, first of all, because I couldn't do my roots anymore. And second of all, really pissed at the hairstylist from the last video because she gave me this allergic reaction. Well, she didn't give it to me, but like she activated it, you know what I mean? So I talked to the hairstylist that told me I had the allergic reaction, and she said that the only way we could go about it and keep my hair blonde was to do either baby lights or balayage. And since my roots were just growing in, I didn't have long enough roots to do balayage. So she recommended that we do baby lights after 6 months, because that's the amount of time it would take for my roots to grow. And if you haven't seen my last video with my hairstyles for grown in roots, I had them pretty long, and that's how long they needed to be in order to get baby lights done. And what baby lights is basically taking thin little sections and bleaching them and then leaving some out, so it kind of makes the more natural grown out look. And I'll insert some pictures right here just so you guys can see what I was looking forward to, because she said my hair would be all white blonde and the roots would be very, very thinly, like you could kind of see them poking through, but not really. So it's really cool because your whole head is blonde, but you have that like little smidge of thin like piece of root, you know, coming through, and it's not that obvious. And then when your roots do grow in, it looks super cool because it looks like it naturally just fades and looks awesome. So I was really excited and looking forward to it. I was just counting down the months, every single month when my roots were growing. I remember I couldn't stand them and I just kept looking forward to the baby lights. I'm like, I can't wait. Boy, was I wrong. Oh my goodness. Also, I do want to mention that my baby lights appointment was scheduled 1 day before my senior photos, and not a senior in high school, but my last year of university. And I was really looking forward to the pictures, you know, looking amazing with my hair and everything. And I also got mad at my stylist because she actually canceled the appointment 2 hours before the appointment. And even though I was really upset because my stylist canceled and I didn't know what I was going to do for my photos, I was really lucky just because the photos ended up being canceled and they got moved to another day, like in the future. They're not scheduled yet, so I still have time, but at that point I really thought I was gonna go there with my huge roots. Anyway, that didn't happen. This is how it was supposed to turn out. This is the pictures she had on her Instagram. I'm not bashing her because I know she can do it. Like, I'm pretty sure the pictures over here all are real. I don't think she edited them. I just don't think she did. And I personally thought like they were the best pictures for baby lights. I haven't seen anyone around my area do baby lights like her, so you know, I was really excited. And I really had faith in her because she does this all the time. So I was like, can you do my hair? I did go in for a consult because a lot of you guys told me in my last video you have to go in the consult to make sure she knows what you want. So I listened to your advice and I went in for that consult, and she looked at my hair, she checked it, she kept looking at the color of my roots and everything, and she said that my hair was able to get to that white blonde, it's not a problem. And she can do it because she's done it before so many times. So, you know, I really did trust her. And, well, you can obviously tell it didn't turn out well. First of all, it didn't lighten enough in some of the areas. Some of the areas are black, some are orange, some are dark brown. It's a whole mixture up in there. And also, it's very, very dark at my root. In the photos that she showed me, in the videos she showed me, it just kind of looked platinum blonde, and then like the smallest hint of black peeking through, but not like just black. This kind of reminds me of like a shadow root somehow. I know this is not a shadow root, but it looks like it, and that's not what I wanted when I went to her. When she washed my hair and then took me to dry it, I was just looking at my roots and thinking like, are they supposed to be that dark? Maybe they'll get lighter once she dries my hair. But she just kept drying my hair, and my roots were not getting any lighter, obviously, because they weren't like bleached. And you can obviously tell like my root situation right now is just horrible. Like, it just looks so bad. And obviously when I saw it, I was so shocked that I didn't say anything. I was just looking at her like this, and she admitted that it didn't work out. So at least she admitted and said it, so I guess she was being honest. But honesty doesn't repair my hair, you know? Also, another thing I don't understand is why my ends are so fried, because she didn't touch my ends, she just used toner on it, and she told me she didn't use hair dye, she just used toner. But like, why are they so fried? And you might think that, oh, your hair is so damaged, that's why it's so fried, but I honestly use toner at home all the time, and when I use toner, honestly, it just looks super shiny and healthy. A good example of that would be the Wella Color Touch series. That one, when I used it, just makes my hair shine and look amazing. So, you know, I really expected my hair to look better, not worse. Obviously, it looks worse. I don't know, it just looks like the end of a broom. It feels like straw, and it didn't before I went in, so also, I do want to mention that ever since my Salon horror story video, I actually have had 2 haircuts done. I actually chopped off a lot of my hair. It was the nicest I've had it in a long time, and so I wasn't scared that it wouldn't look good afterwards. But I don't know how her dye or toner or whatever she used, because I don't know what she used, just kind of obliterated my hair over here a little bit, in the sense that I've never seen it look this bad. Like, I left the salon with my hair looking like this. So my hair right now is kind of a dark gray purple situation, and it then just goes down and turns into dark gray. And obviously that's not what I asked for. I don't like it like this. Yet again, the color wasn't done right. I don't know, why do they overtone? Is it like just me? Why does it happen to just me? Like, why? Because obviously in the picture she posted, it was platinum blonde, so it wasn't dark gray. And I don't get why this happens to me. Like, I try so hard to love going to the salon, but it just doesn't work out. And she obviously overtoned it because I think she was trying to cover up the root situation, because she didn't lighten it enough, and by overtoning it, she kind of tried to cover up any browns or reds that were in my roots. And she did warn me that if I would wash my hair, my roots would start looking brown orangey. So I have that to look forward to. And another thing that really weirded me out was the fact that she actually said Olaplex isn't good. Like, it's not worth it. She said it doesn't repair any damaged blonde hair. Because she asked me, like, what are you using? Can I recommend you any products? And I told her I'm using Olaplex and other products. And she's like, oh no, don't use Olaplex. It's just like BS, and like you shouldn't use it because it's just a waste of money and it doesn't do anything and it just damages your hair. And I'm like, girl, I have damaged hair. Like, not this damage, obviously she damaged it further, but I have damaged hair, and it really helped out a lot. And also the fact that she charged me so much after she failed. Before I went to her, obviously asked her for an estimate of the price, and she gave me like an interval between this and this. Even though she failed to do it and she admitted to her failure, she still charged me max. Obviously I gave it to her. In my head, I'm like, okay, I'm fine. I'm just never gonna come back to you ever again. So right now I have no idea what to do with my hair. Like, it looks not only awful, but it feels awful. And I still want to be blonde, but like, I don't know what to do at this point. But right now it's so hard to color correct this because there's just small little strips of hair that are, you know, bleached and others that are not, so I don't know what the right thing to do. I'm actually meeting up with a hairstylist today, a different one, obviously. I'm going to go talk to her about if there's anything she can do about this or not, because like I'm scared to touch it at this point. I don't want it to break off, you know, but also I don't want it to stay like this. Hopefully I won't be making any of these videos in the future.